Hey everybody, can you guys hear me? Awesome, I think we're live. I think we have like almost 10 seconds delay again. So if I'm reacting to your chat a little bit slow, that's the reason why. Let me just double check everything. I think you can see my mouse is here now. I'm not going to accidentally click the wrong screen today. Alright, so we have both of those. Hey everybody, thanks for joining me. So today we're going to continue building the Tamiya TT-02 Type-SRX. Yesterday we got through steps 1 all the way through 11, and we have the motor installed already. Today we're going to start at step 12, and we'll go as far as we can go. I think we might be able to get through to step 24. I'll leave the dampers for another stream, but I'm going to try to get to step 24 today, and let's see what happens. The biggest obstacles for me personally are going to be the turnbuckles, but we'll see how it goes. So let's not waste any time, and we're going to start right here. We need B parts bag, so we got that right there. We're going to obviously need the arms, which is going to be this bag right there. And then everything else looks like it's MB, MB, MB. So it looks like everything we need is going to be here today. So let's get these out. If you're joining me, say hi in the chat. Let me know where you're watching from. That's always, that's always interesting to me. Let's see, we're going to need these arms. The two, yep. All right. Might be time for a new pair of these. Okay, so let's see. We need to clip that off as well, looks like. Yeah. I don't know where that went. All right. Sorry about that. If I stop talking for a second, it's because I'm coughing. Alright, so like I said, everything else is going to be in this bag. I do have a poll set up in the chat. I wanted to know if you guys wanted to improve something about your TT-03. What would it be? Its top speed, its acceleration, or its handling? So if you're watching, give it a vote. Let me hear your opinion on that topic. So I know we're going to need these shafts right here. So let's grab those. I need the tray, but these are kind of big. What I need is another tray. I think it's time for me to get another tray. I don't think we need those yet. I think we are going to need a bunch of these today. Doesn't look like we need those yet. These are the axles for a little bit later. I don't think we need bearings. I'm looking for that piece right there, MB22. I'm wondering if it's going to be a softer plastic or is it going to be even rubber. I'm looking to find out. But I don't see them. These are the wheel nuts. Is it here? Huh. It's not that. It's not that. Huh. Do you guys see it? I guess I have to start opening things. Yeah, oh, here it is. I'm sorry. It's aluminum. That's why I didn't see it. I was looking for maybe a soft, rubbery part. But I definitely wasn't looking for a blue anodized aluminum part. Okay, there's a lot of spacers and shims here today. There's at least 4 kinds. So we got to be really careful today. So we need 2 of these. And let's see how the arms are oriented. So the ball stud is facing that way. So it's going to be like this. And this is going to come through on top like that. It's pretty good looking. All right. Now we need to put this screw shaft in there. The screw just doesn't have a cap. So I think it's going to be... I see 1 there. I see 2. So it's probably going to be in here. Gosh, look how small these screws are. Okay, there's 1. And put these here. I spend most of my time just looking for screws. I thought I saw 2, but let's just go ahead and keep moving for now. And just double check these are the correct ones. These are not the correct ones. These are too short. My goodness. Okay, I see another kind right here. There's 1. And I know we need 2. And there's the other one. And these look like the correct size. So you guys got to be careful when you're picking up screws. There's just a lot of similar looking screws. And then for this one we need a 1.5 millimeter hex. And that's going to go in first. Then we need the MB14, which is probably going to be this one right here. It's a slightly thicker spacer. So it's going to be like that. And then we need the MB11 ball end. And that should be this right here. No, it is not. Tamiya, let me ask you why we can't just have everything in one bag. Just everything in this step in one bag. I'd like to know, please. Oh, hey. Guys, I'm sorry, hold on. Your chat is not appearing on my screen. I turned around and looked at the... there it is. The poll was covering it. Sorry, guys. So, yeah, we can hear you. Cool, yes. Hi from North Carolina. Awesome. Good to see you again, Leica. Finally stopped raining, you mean? So I have a chance to drive my Vortec today. Notice the front of its body is a lot more cracked. I have a video on how to fix the cracked bodies if you want to give it a shot. It's pretty easy. Just common stuff. You just need shoe glue, some drywall tape if you have it, and maybe some crazy glue, or super glue. That's all you need. A little bit of time. It does take shoe glue like 24 hours to completely cure. So maybe at the end of the day today, you can give it a shot and see. It said it was 2.5. Am I using the wrong one? No. That's... Huh. Is this not the correct one? It says 2.5 right there. Let's try the 2. Oh, it's 2. It's supposed to be this one. But that's okay. All right. We'll just use that. Maybe besides, I'll check out your video. Cool. Yeah, it's just hardware store stuff. Pretty easy. And the results are pretty good. It's almost permanent. It's permanent until you crash it again, head on. But I don't know who hasn't cracked their body before. Sergio, we have a beautiful day today here in Southern California. Any plans in the afternoon? Going to take your RCs out or anything? Alright, so that's that. So we did this part. Now we need the shaft, some spacers in front and some spacers behind. And let's see. When we do this, we're going to flip this over. Like that. See, there's a line right there when we're building it. then when we put it in the car, it's going to be this way. So this is the top. All right, so let's see. We need the shaft, so let's see if they're the same. Okay. There we are. And MB14, same as that one, so it should be this one right here. And then MB19 is the smallest one. So these do look like they are kind of tedious to do. But if you have built a TT-02 before, you would know that the arms have a lot of slop in them. So I'm actually glad to see that they've addressed that with these kind of, I guess the word is composite. It's not a one-piece mold. Like these. So you're not, it's just the shaft itself, you're not building it up like that. So this is going to have a lot less kind of slop when we, hopefully it does, when we install it. So let's see, and then we're going to need 2 in the back, and they're going to be 16 and 17. So it's going to be one of the blue ones, I think. It's going to be that one, and then an equivalent one that is silver. Probably this one. I think that concerns me the most is these two. So this is 0.5. This is actually thinner than this one, so I better take this out and measure. Get your keyboard yesterday? No, I didn't. I did not. Wait a second here. So we probably end up ordering it from Amazon or Newegg, because Micro Center just didn't have the exact one. I forgot what it's called. It's a birthday present. So it's very specific which one I need to get. So, okay, so let's see. 16 is 1 millimeter. So let's see. I'm pretty sure it's this one. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's this one because this looks like it's blue. So this one's going to be this one that I know. So 16 is going to be blue. And then 17 is the 0.5 millimeter one. And I need to make sure. It's supposed to warm up this week, so I think I might go out to some of the new. Oh yeah, the new Sendero. I had a Element RC, just sold it. I don't do much crawling anymore. So this is it's probably this one. This is 0.7. So this is actually going to be the 19. Where do you go when you take out the crawler? Do you go to Corona Del Mar or Is there like a local place you got? Near you? And this one is running, my thing is running out of battery, but I think this is the correct one. Yeah, 0.42. It's going to be this one. So this is MB17, and this is kind of torture. So this is 17. This one is 19. So 19 is this one right here. Okay. And then 16 is the blue one. There's some trails I messed around. Oh, nice. Charisma. You know, I don't have a Charisma car. I haven't heard any good things or bad things about them. My local hobby shop does carry them. I don't see them flying off the shelves, but I do see some interesting bodies that they have. They have that Rally Hyundai, right? The blue one. Am I thinking, is that the right brand I'm thinking about? That blue Hyundai rally car looks pretty cool. Charisma. Also race trading at RC mostly complete SC24. Nice. Mini 4Runner. I haven't got into small scale yet. I'm still stuck at 10 scale. I have not made the purchase to made the leap to anything smaller than 10 scale. And this is this shaft right here. Yes. Yeah, this shaft has two ends, and this end, the hole is a little bit bigger. So it's going to go in like this, and the front does not have anything. Nothing. Okay. So again, we're going to flip this over and go in this side when we install it. All right, let's do another side. This one's easy. Am I doing this correctly? Yeah, it's a beautiful day here in Southern California. I think it's just going to be in the 60s, maybe 70s. One thing I dislike about the small scale is how small this... Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, and my eyes are not getting any better. I don't know if I should go to anything smaller than 1/10. If anything, I should go to 1/10. I mean 1/8, and just go up instead of down. 4, 1. So this is gonna be the 17 one, and 17 is gonna go in the back. It's gonna go here. 8th scale, everything is more expensive for 8th scale, but the whole hobby is not cheap. But I'm looking forward to maybe building like an MP9, like a nitro, MP10, a nitro buggy or something like that. I look forward to that. Because it's a challenge, I've been told that the 8th scale nitro buggies are much harder to build. It's a whole new different skill set to put them together, and that's a challenge. I like it. One day. Yeah. I mean, they look cool. They really do. I mean, the Mini Zs and everything, they do look really cool. And there's such a big aftermarket already that it's fun. I mean, I see, Discord server RC World I belong to. I joined. It's very active, and there's a lot of people, showing off their small scale stuff, and I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool. I just can't pull the trigger on it. Alright, so we're going to put this on the chassis. My next jump up to scale, once I don't think I'll ever get there. I don't have the space. I really don't have the space. I mean, I'm not a huge house. I don't have a garage to work from. And I have a feeling once it goes outside, I'm never bringing it back in again. So it's because it's going to be dirty. So I don't, I don't even want to try. Are these are front? These are front arms, so it's going to be this side. Remember we flipped these arms over. I think you saw me do it. So the side without the line is the side you want to have facing up now. Let's find this first. It's going to capture the other side of the arms. I'm sure I've seen it. MB41. It's not this one. This is the other. Oh, it's right here. Are you guys like yelling? It's right here. It's right here. I wouldn't be surprised. Coming out with a new. Yeah, I saw that, and then I saw the MSRP. $600 for something I already have. I already have a 110 Kyosho FW06. And then yesterday I found out they have a chassis kit coming, which is cool. But I already have one. And then I told the Kyosho America Instagram account that your darn cars are always sold out. I would love to buy another one, but they're always sold out. And then I also told them, if you guys can come up with the Nitro Rally conversion, that'd be awesome. I don't know if they're going to listen, but I think that'd be an awesome idea. Can you imagine a Nitro Rally 110? I think that would be super cool. So this side is going to be... So this side has a raised edge. That's going to be on the outside. Wow, this is not easy. Look, I got to hold that there. And then I got to grab B8. Rovan is... I don't see Rovan here at all. I've heard of it. I know they have that one giant buggy, right? The really long, yeah, I know that thing is pretty cool. But I don't see it in any stores around here. I just don't see anybody with them. If I was going to go 5th scale, 6th scale, it'll probably be a Traxxas or, whatever Horizon makes. I'll just buy one of theirs. Just because my biggest thing is always parts availability. There's a painful reason why. Goes back to my childhood when I had the Tamiya cars. And I couldn't... Once I break any car back then, the car was done, and it kind of just heartbroken. So, this is back then, I was a kid, I didn't know where the hobby stores were, I didn't, everything was expensive, you know how it is when you're a kid. And, so to me, being able to fix something is very important. HPI has one, it's a super, oh yeah, I've seen that one. That's a cool... Just in general, the Subaru is just a cool body. The Impreza WRX. And you know what? I think HPIs are underrated. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Yeah, a bunch of stuff. 5SC clone. Nice. Nitro Rally. Yeah. HPI. I actually have nowhere to drive it since they're loud. Yeah, Traxxas is I honestly don't have anything negative to say. I know there's this controversy going around about how they're handling aftermarket companies making parts for their cars and stuff. There's lawsuits going on, and you know, my thing is my thing is we're not hearing both sides of the story. We're only hearing it from the small business side, how Traxxas screwed them. And, you know, I haven't seen the lawsuit. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if if Traxxas had a legitimate claim, or they're just trying to sue people out of business. Who knows? I know they're litigious and they, want to play the courtroom game. I mean, that's fine. It's a big company. They do whatever they want. And then it's up to us if you want to do business with them, if we want to buy their product. But, I have realistic expectations from Traxxas products. If their logo and names have all these companies haven't had problems. Yeah, I think you're right. That makes sense. That makes sense. Especially logos. Because I've heard this point made about this situation. Traxxas has, good customer service. But if they get flooded with calls on products they didn't make, I mean, it's kind of not fair for them. If Acme company can make a Traxxas part and it has the Traxxas name on it, and they call customer service, they're just going to say, well, this is a Traxxas part, you should be able to fix it. Oops. And that would be a problem for them, for sure. But like I said, I don't know both sides of the story. I wasn't there. So I hope my talking didn't facilitate me making a mistake. And I did forget grease there, but that's okay. I am not going to take this thing back apart. I can inject some grease in there if I need to later. But there is a lot less slop here than normal TT-02. And that's great to see. That's really good. That's pretty good. I'm happy with that. Quite a bit. Alright. It's been warnings first. Yeah, if they got warnings and they didn't stop, then, whose fault is that? Yeah. I still think one of the best, it's not a great value, but it's if you're kind of just want a no hassle RC experience, if you're just taking your son to the hobby shop and you're looking for a RC car and money's not really a big deciding factor, there's nothing wrong with going with a Traxxas Slash. I mean, two-wheel drive. I mean, that thing is what, $300 something. Yes, you have to buy battery, lipo, charger. You got to buy, there's a lot of things that are not included in the box. I know, and there's probably a lot of parts that I would change out right away in the Slash before it breaks. But it's a good experience. If you break something, you can call them up and say, hey, I need this part, that part, or you can go down to your hobby shop and just buy the part. Everybody knows how to fix the Traxxas. Everybody has all the parts. So it's a no-brainer. I mean, it's for somebody who's like new to the hobby or doesn't really want to have any headaches with the hobby. They just want to go and drive. You can't go wrong. I have the Slash one of my first RC cars. I have like extra arms, extra hubs. If I ever want to go out and drive the Slash, I know I'm cool. And there's a good upgrade path for a Slash. There's the LCG chassis. I mean, you can turn it into a monster truck. You can turn it into a drag car. There's so many things you can do with the Slash. It's just expensive. That's all. All right, let's see. I mean, not everybody wants to build their own kits, like and tinker with stuff. Some people just want to buy the car and play with it, and that's fine. Let's see. We need the other arms. I think if you're watching the stream right now, you're probably closer to be like me, who likes to tinker and build and fix things. It's fun for you. Access because, well, the instruction. Yeah, for sure. Like, I built the TRX4 Sport, and you're right. It was, easy to follow, color, full color manuals. They have videos on how to program the controller, this and that. It's just well executed. They put in a lot of time and effort. And yeah, you can pretty much say you're getting what you're paying for. It's just not everybody can afford it. That's all. Let's see. So this is going to be this side. And this is going to be this side. So it looks like, again, we're going to have to flip this over when we put them in. So we'll just be careful. I've had to talk to customers. Yes. Especially them replacing a driver. No. I like their instruction. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot what I broke. I think it was a receiver, maybe, or I had a question and I called them up. Yeah, it was no problems. I had similar experience with Proline and Axial with Horizon. It was really, you call them up and you explain the situation. If it seems like it's a manufacturing defect or anything like that, they'll take care of it. It's I think the price of customer service and replacement parts is built into their MSRP. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Oh, let's do this part first. Let's do this first. All right, so we need to find those again, MB5. So these are a little bit different than these. So I'm assuming it's going to be the shorter one that I found earlier. All right. Do you have any low Cs or TLRs or other Horizon brands? I mean, pretty much everything is a Horizon brand nowadays, for good or for bad. I don't tend to like monopolies, but, I'd like a few more choices, and I'd like different way of doing things, like innovations in design. I think that's always good. B16 is going to be the blue one. I like team associated stuff. I like Element RC. If anything, I'm more of a team associated fan than anything else. I can't say that while I'm building a Tamiya, but it's kind of true. Did I build that one correctly? These are blue. MB11. Yeah, MB11s are blue, so I put the wrong one here. Or is that gray? Does that look gray or blue? Is it stubby? Huh. I don't know. Let's see. Is it this one? Or is it this one? I think it might be this one. I think it might be the gray one. I think I got these wrong. I think. Are there 4 of them? 2, 3, and 4. Yes, gravitate, tracks and stuff. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with there's a lot of Traxxas haters and Traxxas lovers. I see them all the time in chat, you know, arguing with each other. I mean, if you know what you're buying, it's not a terrible thing. I mean, if you know that realistically, Traxxas products are not going to do better than, say, something from Team Associated, TLR, Mugen, you know, something that are really racing techno, really race purpose built cars, as opposed to a Slash, which is a recreational car, and you can throw $1,000 worth of hop-ups on it. It's still not going to drive as good as a techno, for example. But that's, you know, if you accept that and you have realistic expectations, there's nothing wrong with Traxxas. Again, if I could only own one RC car for the rest of my life, it's going to be a pretty close call between a TT-02 and a Slash. I mean, they both have a lot. I mean, what do they have going for them? They both are everywhere, right? You can find parts, plenty of aftermarket parts. It's relatively inexpensive. Well, TT-02 is a lot more expensive. I mean, it's very versatile. I mean, TT-02, you can convert it from a, you know, a touring car to a rally car to a buggy to a truck. You know, there's so much you can do. You can even convert it to a tracked vehicle. I mean, there's so much you can do with a TT-02. But just for the sake of like simplicity and you know, kind of hassle-free driving and having, you know, different options of terrain, maybe a Slash would be better, you know, because you don't have to buy all the arms and suspension and dampers, take it all apart and then put it back together as a buggy to go drive outside. I would drive on the dirt. I don't know. I'm not a Traxxas advocate, but I'm also not a Traxxas hater. I guess they're kind of like the New England Patriots of RCs. Either you love them or you hate them, right? I'm talking about the Tom Brady era. New England Patriots. Let's see. So that one is MB16, which is the blue one. So that's that. Let's see. I I would have to go with a slash because you really can't tune it to do anything. Yeah, it's a toss-up. I was using... I'm going to use the Racing Qutus, Qutus, 55 millimeters. Blue, of course. It's Tamiya. You got to have a blue theme. You can't buy the red ones and put it on there. It'll look funny. I bought orange ones and I put it on TT-02 RR and it looked terrible. So the side is this one. Let's do this one. I did. Okay, so now let's do all of these. So again, we got a whole bunch of different parts here. Yeah, Racing Qutus. The shock gears are good too. It's just the Qutus are they're the newest one, and they have the quick adjust option. So if you wanted to make a tuning change on the fly, you can just basically click it once, and it'll change the what am I trying to say? It'll change the dampening. Because it's, I don't know, look into it. I hard to explain. The pistons have holes that are cylinder, cone shaped underneath. So you make an adjustment, the piston, the dampening effect will change according to your settings. So you don't have to take them apart and make adjustments. But yeah, they're not too expensive. I think they're $45 for all four. The shock gears are like $35. The only problem is availability. You most likely would have to buy it from like Asia online, and then did I do? I fixed those already. Did that already. Okay. So this is the MB24. This is interesting. It's an interesting shape. Okay, MB14, which is the big one, should be that one. 17 and then 20. So this side was 17 and 19. This side is 17 and 20. Jesus. I really hope I didn't mess this up. 20 is only 0.2 millimeters. So maybe it's that one. I was not prepared for all of this. 17, right? So, is there even that? There's this one. No, that looks almost like a shim. It would have to be really, really small. Okay, so let's try to find 17 first. 0.5. So these are 0.7, so that's not it. That's 7. This is 0.37. So this is probably 0.5, so this is 1. The more I've been looking and hearing, the more appealing this chassis is looking to me. Yeah, 0.5. So these two are 0.5. I'm thinking there is something else. I'm thinking those are the ones that are 0.2. Yeah, I'm not really itching to build anything else right now. I'm really just... I think this is probably going to be the... Whoa. You know, even besides being a Tamiya channel and things like that, I just don't see anything out there right now that really, like, super interests me in terms of a kit. So those are the 0.2. So these 0.2s were in another bag. Yeah, it was in another bag. So 17s would go in first. So these were the 17s. I mean, again, Tamiya is the same as Traxxas in a way where you have to have realistic expectations. This is not going to beat a belt drive, you know, touring car chassis. It's just not. It's going to be very competitive in maybe the sportsman class against, you know, if you're all running 17.5, if a spec class, it'll do fine in spec class. Let's put it that way. This particular model. I think you have enough tunability here to be competitive in the 17.5. When you get to expert level and people are racing, you know, 13.5 or any motor they want, there's just some things that this car can't do. Let's see. There's some things this car can't do that a $120 kit can do. Like 3 racing kits are very good for their price. And 3 racing kit can probably beat this. But you know, you buy Tamiya because of the entire line, you know, what it means to you. Tamiya means a lot to me because I had one when I was a kid, you know, and that's my memory. One of the only memories of my dad. I don't know why we're talking about this, but only one of the very few memories I had with my dad, and you know, it's nostalgic. And it has that value for me. If you're just coming into RC, this may not be it for you. You may want to something a little bit flashier. So to each his own. I'm glad there's so many choices in the market for a little bit for everybody. So again, we have to flip this over. There we go. Just going to try to do this gently. The motor's in the way. Okay. Da-da. Okay, that. And it's going to be this piece. I should probably have taken out before. Okay, so this side, I don't know, the profile's like this. So the side with this kind of indentation is going to be, well, we're looking like this, it's down. And let's see. Oh, I need the bushings, the pills. This is bad. Okay, I already dropped one, so I'll just take them out. So I need the N2s. I know I saw them. Where the heck did I see them? Yeah, there it is. It's in its own bag. So these bushings allows you to change the, it's in the rear, so it allows you to change the toe angle and the skid angle on the rear suspension. So 2s are going to be those. That's a whole other segment on explaining toe angle and skid angle, but there is some information in the back of the manual here for you to learn a little bit. So you can see that cross there. So there's a line this way and there's a line this way. And so according to the manual, we want to insert it like this. And same with the other side. It's going to be like that. Okay. Yeah, doesn't matter. This way. So there, you can see. So it's going to go in this way. And I dropped a few of the spacers. So let's put those back. I think I dropped one. Let's see where it went. So obviously, as you can see here, like you want to build this kit, you have to have a lot of patience. And you have to have I would suggest having a divided parts tray. I do have a rubber mat that has the dividers, but I didn't like the way it looked on camera, so I just decided to work from this instead. Just use the cutting mat instead. And the colors are a little bit better. Alright, so I'm gonna hold it with one hand. And then this on right here. Hold it like... Can I drop something? Yep. E-clips in this kit? I'm sure there's E-clips. They're dampers, they're E-clips. There is a new tool for E-clips. And I personally don't have too many troubles with E-clips. I have a pair of needle nose pliers. That really helps. But I saw that on Horizon, there is a, it's from Dynamite, I think. And it holds the E-clips in a little pocket so that you're not going to lose it. And that's always the fear. Oh, this is a ball stick. And then I also saw Amazon sells a box of E-clips of different sizes. So you can just lose as many as you need. $10mm. So there we go. If you don't like the E-clips, you may not like the Shocky or the Cutest from Yacht Racing. I have videos on both of them. I remember their E-clips were a little bit tricky. I think they flew around a lot, but could be wrong. Could have been in another car. But, yeah, you can't accept E-clips when you're building dampers. Okay, I think I did everything correctly. Yep. So, when you're done, it should look like that. This is the rear. And this is the front. So, we're good. Now it looks like we're going to work on the damper stage for the front. So let's see what we got. And the front is going to be this one. So let's see. Front damper stays. Let's see. So let's work from left to right. So this is MB10. I think these are the blue ones. Yep, those are the blue ones. This is MA1. AMain Hobbies has the Kyosho V1R4. R42. Is that the higher end one, Sergio? It's not the RTR one like the FW06, right? Is that the racing one? That model number doesn't jump out at me. Then the Moland. Cool. How much is that? Like $800? $700? $600? It's not even It's not even the kit itself, it's the engine that you have to buy. That's another few $100. The kit is fine, right? And then it's like buying a motor. You have to buy, except a motor is $100. Engines are like $250, $300. But it's a .15, right? It should be only a .15, 0.15 engine. It shouldn't be a bigger engine. 14 and 15. You're telling me there were... Have I been not paying attention again? Let's see. These are different. Uh-oh, I've been not paying attention again. Let's see. So these are 3. And these are 2. 14 was a 3. I got that one correct. So let's do that real quick. And a 1. 449 for the kit, yeah. What do you think with the servo? Let's assume you have radio. With a servo, you need 2 servos. With the servos, an engine, and miscellaneous, you think it'll be $1,000 altogether? This is MB11, which is the darker one. Which is this one? Oh, it's belt driven. Oh, nice. This one is the one with the 3. Okay, my only gripe about Kyosho is that a lot of their stuff is sold out all the time, including parts. And hop-ups, usually sold out very quickly. It's as if they don't import that much here in the States. Or they just don't make that many. So if you see something, you gotta grab them. Okay, so let's go back a little bit and see if I made a mistake here. So MB14 is 3mm one. So it is the bigger one, and it looks like I did correctly here. This is the front. Looks like I did it correctly here. Okay, and then here was also the MB14, the 3mm ones. Okay, so I did not screw up. So these are the correct. Did I forget something? There's way too much play here. I feel like I forgot something here. What did I forget? There's 2. This can't be right. Is there something I missed? No, that is the biggest one. What do you guys think? Did I mess up on something? It didn't, right? That goes here. MB14. MB14 is the 3mm one. That's that one. And then, yeah, so I guess it's supposed to be like this. The block is reversed. What did I do? You're right. You are correct, Sergio. Thanks for catching that, because I was about to go crazy. Not this one. OS speed engines. Oh my god. I guess if you're buying that car, you do need a racing engine, right? So I would assume you would just go all out. And if you can afford to go all out, man, more power to you. Okay. I'm going to try to do this with one hand. If I can. Yeah, I'm glad you guys are here. You guys helping me build this. Because that would have taken me a little while to catch it. Can you imagine if I didn't catch it and I just put this thing on the track and it's sloppy and it's all over the place, how I would react? Well, now I can give it an honest review about building this kit. Yikes. This kit is definitely not a beginner's kit. Just for the fact that you're going to lose a bunch of shims. I can't find that shim now. Where'd it go? I don't see it. Okay, guys, I lost the shim, so I'm just going to put this on now so I can move forward. And I'll come back and grab it later. Because I don't see it anywhere on the table here. Ah, that's so much better. Thank you, Sergio. Brand new from 10 years ago. Nice. Are you going to use it? Are you going to build something with it? You're right, Sergio. Thanks for the tip. All right, let's see. Ah, here it is. I'm having a great day. How about you guys? How about you guys? But stuff like this happens all the time. It doesn't even faze me anymore. It's just part of building kits. Yeah, Halsey, half scale. 5. You should sell it. I mean, anything new in box. I keep a lot of kits new in box. Sometimes I buy 2 of one kit just so I can build one and save one. You know, it's for a collection. And some of these things will be worth a lot of money one day. So maybe you can shop it around. Jamming Halsey. Off not jamming Halsey. I've never heard of that one. But 12 scale. Truggy. Okay. There we go. What happened? Oh. Okay. Now we're done with that. Cool. Awesome. Okay. So this is that. Now we can do this side. Let's see. Let's do that one. That is the 3mm one. And this is the MB10. What is going on? So, am I looking at this thing wrong? So this one is this hole right there. And this screw is this hole, right? Am I looking at it wrong? Because then on this side, you put it into this hole, and then this one. You skip that one. And on this side, you skip this one. What am I looking at wrong? It used to be RC driver back in the day. Jam and J House. Oh, cool. Front damper stay. What does this say? MB10. I think this is supposed to be down here. That's why. Okay. I thought I was building asymmetrical things for some reason. So inside. Okay. Okay, so it's going to be like that. Center hole, inside hole. Okay, so let's do this side. So it's going to be this. And that goes to the bottom hole. I can't see since... No, you were right. I just misread this because it looks like it was going through that hole. It's going through the bottom hole. I make the mistake so you guys don't have to. I hope if you're watching this video, like yesterday, I made a mistake with that pin. And I hope people watch it all the way through and figure out where I make the mistake so that you don't have to make the mistake. It's kind of one of the purposes of this stream and my videos is to show you where you can screw up and don't do what I do. Same screw. This is shorter. So I haven't built a kit without making a video of it in a while. And the difference is my seating position mostly. Okay, none of these are the correct screws. So when I'm building on camera, I can't sit all the way like close, and I have to hold things a certain way. Like I would never do this like out here. I would hold it against my chest almost. To put this together. A1 and then the small one. So that's my excuse for screwing up. There we go. So it should look like that. So there should be the 3mm, the 2mm blue spacer, and then the dark ball end. And then here is going to be a 3mm spacer and the blue ball end. And the holes you're going to use are on this diagram right here. So, pretty cool. And this is going to be the front damper, so it's going to be on that side. I need to turn the page. Okay. All right. So let's come over here and put okay, so it's going to be like this, and it's going to be here, like that, and we need two MA1s again. I'm just going to measure, because I can't tell which one is which. Yeah, this should be one of them. That's one of them. So we're going to put a little bit of grease behind it to facilitate it. Its attachment. So yesterday we were talking about the Tamiya, the tap, right? The M3 tap that it is like $23. And so I went on Amazon to find something similar. So for $14, I can buy a complete set from 1.5mm, I think, to 7 or 8mm. And it comes with a wrench. So If I ever needed that, that's what I'm going to buy instead. Do you guys have a tap set? For other stuff? Do you guys have like, you guys work on, I don't know, engine blocks or anything like that, or bigger scale stuff? Oops. I never had the space to learn how to work on cars or anything bigger than a model. Which is a shame, because I would love to build a race car. But I think it's probably too late for me to learn how to do that. And there's also a matter of space. Okay, so we're done with the, looks like the damper stay and the 4 lower arms. Now we're going to start building the front axles. Welcome if you're joining my stream. Come say hi. Let everybody know where you're watching from. And vote on the poll. And the poll right now is 60% you guys want better handling for your TT-02. I don't blame you. And I think this kit will do that for you. Okay, so it's going to be the same as yesterday. Those axle thingies. Oh, this is different. I've never built a universal like this before. This is interesting. So let's not mess this up, because it looks like there's a lot of moving parts going on here. This is not this one. It's this one. Okay. And then on this side, it's going to be a dog bone. It's going to be that. And then there's 2 of these. One. Do you need any special tools? What is kept besides your hex nut and drivers? So far, no, but if you, I don't know if you have a pair of shock pliers, shaft pliers, to make it easier. I'm looking for the other one of this. That's right here. I think these 2 tools will help you build the dampers later on, the shocks later on. This to hold the shaft, and this is to put on the E-clips, at least for me. And if you have one of these, it will help you turn the ball ends instead of using your fingers. I got this off of a 3 racing kit, and I have made it so that I can put this onto the electric driver to help me turn it. So, like I said, I just have, I don't know if it's arthritis or whatever. I just have weaker hands and I can't turn them very well. So this is a great tool. And I have found that instead of the shock shaft tools, a pair of small locking pliers does even better for me. So the answer is kinda. I do not have. Yeah. Again, if you have normal dexterity with your hands, I think the shock pliers will be fine. If you find yourself having trouble kind of squeezing down onto something like this, having to hold this onto a shaft and then still turning this way, if you have trouble doing that, then the locking pliers are a godsend. The small ones are great. If you need to buy one while also supporting me, I think my Amazon storefront link is in the description, and I have a category for RC car tools, and it's in there. Both of those tools are in there, as well as the needle nose pliers. So if you need those, I haven't found this yet. Other brands make this. I think ProTech makes something like this, Hootie, but it's not exactly this one. Because this is double-ended. There's two ends. This side can hold the small ends, and the other side can hold the 1/8 scale. So where are we? Right here. So yeah, no special tools, but it'll help you if you have certain tools. Okay, so let's not screw up like yesterday. MA18. So this is definitely a 16. So this is not it. And this is the same as that one. So we need the smaller pin. I don't think they're in this bag, to be honest. And in here, no. So it's gonna be here somewhere. But I just don't see them. Are these four the same? And those four are the same. 5, 6 of those pins. Yeah, I don't see those pins. Let me just double check to see if this is this hole. Yeah, it's a very small pin. This is not it. Let's see. Okay, I don't see any pins in here. Like, if you enjoy a challenge, this kit is for you. Here it is. If you don't want to spend your Saturday and Sunday morning looking for screws and pins, then this kit probably not for you. Because I can see how this can get frustrating very quickly. Okay, so this end, are these different? What the heck? Are there multiple of these also? There are multiple of these, and they're right here in this bag as well. So I think this bag is all of the axle parts. There we go. And this looks like it's symmetrical, so I'll just put this in here. And this is not the right pin. No, it is. Knowing me, I'd lose a screw. It would definitely be easy. My challenge loss isn't like something stupid. Yeah. I hear you. So we need to make sure that the hole is lined up, facing up. And like you said, a dab of grease will help hold it in. Okay. So this part is a little bit of trial and error, but there we go. I think if it doesn't matter, I think I want to put this ring on first, because I don't think it's going to matter. That's the other side. Okay. And there we go. It should look like that. And now let's do this side. And this is very delicate. I mean, it's a challenge for anybody. So, is there a reason why? Are these actually connected inside? Wow. Huh. Okay, and then this side. It's taking a lot of concentration to do this. I've never built this kind of axle before. I've built universals before, and it's much simpler than this. I think we can look forward to these kind of like axle rings, I think they call them, to be common in future Tamiya kits. Because this is the second one I built with it now, the XV02, and this, I'm going to assume the TT-02 BR is going to be the same as this. Cool. So if we do it correctly, it should look something like this. That's above average difficulty, so we're done with that part right there. We have also done those two rings, so now let's do the this side. So we need 4 bearings. So there's already 2 here for some reason. Okay, MB13. This one's MB13, and that one's MB13. And I think the 2 bearings that were already out are the MB13s. These are going to be the MB12s. And I think they're going to be for the hub, inside the hub, outside bearing. There and there. Well, there. Right. So bearing goes in, and then MB18, which is a spacer, 5x6. It looks like it's going to be blue, right? MB18. I think it's going to be this one right here. Okay. And then C4, the hub itself. Let's see, C4. I think it's going to be, this is the front, right? So it should be this right here. Let's see. If I was building this kit and not making, any content with it, I would take my sweet time doing this. It would probably take me like 2 weeks to build this kit. C4. These are not C4. This is E. What am I looking for? C. 1, 2, 2. This is 3. 1, 2. Oh, it was 4. This is 4. Okay, so it's like this. Right, the MB12, one of these greasy bearings. Okay, like that. And then the MA11. It's going to be one of these. Probably going to be this one right here. Shim. I can't get it out. There we go. Okay. All right. And then this end is going to be that cuff we saw yesterday. Okay. Oops. I'm trying to scroll down on the text right here. So what do you guys have the most trouble on when you're building a kit? Dampers. I don't like building diffs. Or you don't like electronics. Soldering I don't like doing. I know how to do pretty much everything. I just certain things I don't like doing it. I don't like painting bodies either. I don't know why. Yes, so on my list would be diffs, dampers, and gluing tires. I'm not a big fan of. Oops. There we go. So there's quite a few things when it comes to building an RC car that I'm not very fond of. I know how to do all of them. I just don't enjoy doing them. Gluing the tires. Yeah, I don't blame you. I hate doing it. It's right up there with building, dampers, turnbuckles. There's a lot of things that I just can't do well and enjoy. Now we need the locking hex nut. So MB31. It's gonna be these right here. These are nice looking. Never done oil-filled diffs or shock before though. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be interesting for you. You haven't done it before. The E-clips are gonna be an obstacle for sure. Let's see. And I think the waiting 20 minutes is gonna be like trying to get the air bubbles out, the bleeding of the dampers, the shocks. That's going to be interesting for you. And yeah, usually you have to wait 20 minutes. You're supposed to wait 20 minutes for all the air bubbles to escape. So that's time. I'm not going to do it on stream, or if I do, I'll do something else while we wait. But it's not something that, oh, and I'm definitely not painting the body on stream. I'm not taking the stream outside. There's no way. And that stream would probably last like 8 hours. I did do, I did more or less record the Fat Fox, the Euro truck build. I did kind of make a video on the painting and the decals on that because it was just so intricate. It was interesting to show how to do it. So I did that. But I don't think I have sense. These are very, very smooth and nice universals. This is very nice. Wow. Haven't built them. Okay. Well, it's... I don't think... if you have the right tools, and like I showed you, if you have the needle nose pliers, and if you had the shock shaft pliers, it shouldn't be terrible. It'll still be challenging, but I don't think it'll be terrible. I think the E-clips will probably be, you know, interesting for you. And I had trouble with them the first time I built dampers. But then I kind of learned how to do it using the needle nose pliers. And I hardly, knock on something, wood, I hardly lose E-clips anymore. Just because I learned to a certain way to pop them in, and also to put my thumb over it so that it doesn't fly away. I'll show you when we get to, I think it's the next part of this. I'm confident I will not finish past maybe step 21 today, and maybe even less. I may only be able to get to here. And then we'll continue next week. I will build this all on stream. I'm not going to build this on my own time. I want to share this process with you guys. I want to kind of have this content on my channel be known for building kits on stream. So I'm going to wait till next weekend. Maybe I'll stream during the week, but I usually don't have time. But I want to try to just keep the schedule of Saturday and Sunday 9 a.m. and just spend that time with you guys building the kits. So the pin is in. Again, I'm going to put the ring around it first. Let's see. Meet this way. Hold on. It's this way. Let's see. All right. You know, I don't know if you guys watch Twitch at all, but I've watched some streams where people stream for like 6 hours. I don't know how they do it. And a lot of times they're just talking. They're watching videos and talking about something, and I don't know how they do it. I'm doing something I enjoy doing, and I can barely sit still. I don't think I can sit down for 6 hours or 8 hours just chatting or having debates. Yeah, I just don't have it in me. You know what would be cool though would be like a classroom where we can all build cars together, and it's a classroom with all the tools. Maybe you can have some instructors or somebody to help you through the build process, and it would be kind of family friendly. That would be a cool idea, I think, to have that. Then you can bring people into the hobby as we go. I've seen that with model building. At least it used to. Sergio, maybe you've heard of Pegasus Hobbies. They used to, before they moved, they used to have these classes for model building. And I think you just buy the model or you pay a fee and whatnot, and then there's a bunch of people there and they help you build it. They help you paint and teach you certain things. I thought that was a neat idea, and I would love to have that for RC. Especially something that's sponsored by like Horizon or something, where the kit is specially made for that purpose. And I think I lost one of the rings. This is not good. If you see it, please holler out. If I don't find it, we'll have to end the stream prematurely. It was right here. So like now you know what the challenges are. Losing stuff is a real thing. So this way. That was grease. So let's see. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Just have like a class, like learning pottery or learning archery. Same thing, same concept, except you're learning how to build RC cars. And the most rewarding thing is you get to drive it afterwards. And you get to take it home. That'd be neat. And especially if it's family friendly and it can be like a birthday party event where you would invite your friends and everybody can sit down and build a relatively simple kit. Definitely not this one. And then at the end of the day, they can go outside and drive them all. That'd be cool. And then you have like 8 or 10 kids, going home with an RC car. And it'll be, I don't know, $50 or $100. Well, it's going to have to be the kit. So maybe $150 per kid. And, mom or dad can sit down and do it all together. Have some bonding time with their kids. I think that'd be cool. Somebody should do that. I would be happy to be one of the instructors. So this is C1. Bearing goes in first. And then that spacer, MB18. Should be this one. Yep. Mark Center had done it on his channel. He called it camp. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. He's in the Dallas area, I think. That'd be cool if you can bring it over. His channel has grown quite a bit too. Great YouTuber, great content. I actually took one of his recommendations for a servo a while ago. I don't always buy the most expensive servos or the best servos, usually because I build so many kits. Just buy whatever import servo there is that is reasonable on Amazon. I go through a lot of those. But I think he recommended the ProTech 150T, I think, or 140T. as like a good all-around budget servo. And I bought one. I forgot what car I put it in, but he was right. It was a decent servo. I think it was about $50. And for a standard size servo at that price, it actually performed pretty well. So I appreciated that video. And he has videos on cleaning the cars that are they're very good. I don't really get my cars dirty, but I think he did a video series on cleaning a nitro car. That was very interesting. I don't know if you guys have seen those. Watch those videos. But yeah, definitely. His channel has grown quite a bit. I have a nightly discussion with a friend on Discord. He's also a YouTuber. And I feel like I'm making the wrong kind of content because, relatively speaking, my growth is slow. I think just the nature of the kind of content I put out is not as consumable as something like something Kevin Talbot would put out, you know, that high action RC performance, you know, making jumps and stuff like that, speed running 100 miles per hour. I don't make those videos. I make these videos, and I enjoy doing this. But we had this discussion of pivoting our channels to do something a little bit more prolific, to grow our channels a little bit faster. And I've actually really considered it. I mean, I would still do these kinds of videos and maybe put it behind a membership wall or something, or even start another channel for the build series. And then this channel will just be focused more on like the driving aspect of it. And then I would need to go outside and drive more often, which I don't get to do. Or just make other kind of you know, one-off videos instead of these build series. One of my most popular videos was testing ESCs, and that was interesting to me. I didn't have to go outside, and I still got to make a video that a lot of people watched. So I bought another ESC, a 90 amp brushed ESC, and I'm going to put that into the TT-02 Subaru to test it, compare it to the 1060, because I did the video on comparing the TT-02 to the XV01 and XV02, and I found that, and this is not the right part, I found that the which part is this? Oh, it's the hub. Let's see. Let's see. Hub carrier. They're all individual bags. Yeah, so I'm going to install that ESC that's coming today, I think, and see how much improvement it has over the 1060. And with that ESC, I can go 3S if I wanted to. So I can pretty much guarantee speed improvement. And this is going to be F1. So let's do the side first. And this plastic is definitely harder than the other stuff. Just by looking at it and then also holding it and then cutting it, for sure you can tell that it's a different plastic. So this is like that. And what's this? Drill these holes with a 2.5 millimeter bit. So I need to drill this hole ahead of time. And that hole is here. Okay. Drill these holes with a 2mm bit. Okay. Well, I think I only have SAE bits here, but I will try. That is definitely something I can get at Lowe's today. Every excuse to go to the hardware store, am I right? So this is 1.86 and we need 2.5. So I doubt this is 2.5. That's 2.6. All of these are not metric. See, this is a third. Yeah. Maybe this one? I don't think I have a 2.5. 2.23. This is going to be close. Just double check. 2.07. I'm going to use this one because it's going to be less risky to have a hole there. That's too small than too big. So 2.5. I'm using a 2. And drill these holes with a 2.5 millimeter bit. I don't know, that picture. Oh, it's very easy. I think it's a molding thing. They just couldn't mold it to be a hole through, so you have to drill it out. But you can just punch it. You don't even need to drill it. All right. So that's an extra step. All right, so it's like this, and okay, the kingpin. So let's find those two sleeves, and it should be this right here. Oh, yeah, there's gonna be one there. Okay. And then we're going to slide this in like this. Wow, this is like gotta hold like 3 different things. Okay, so it's gonna go in like this and like this. We can get it all the way in. Okay, so this is a little bit bigger than what the gap is. So let's see how we can do this. I'm thinking I'll do that whole grease thing again. Okay. And okay, so there we go. All right, so the top is going to be this right here, MB9, MB7. So it's going to be this one. Nope, it's too short. Is there another one? There are more. MB7. These are pretty long. Let's see. Should be this one. This kind of grayish one. Yeah. This is the closest one that I have here. So we need this MB19, which is going to be probably this one, 0.7. So, it looks like you're gonna need a caliper if you have one, or not. Oops. This is point. Yep, this 0.7. If you don't have a pair of calipers, it's going to be really hard to do this because they're pretty specific about which spacers to put on where. So I would definitely have one. Okay, and then on the bottom is MA2. Should be one of these shorter ones. MA2. Down here. Right, and I have really good motion. It's very smooth. This is very nice. Did I forget anything over here? No. Okay. This is really nice. Hi there, really wanted one, but a little too much for me. Hey, Ladal Sport. It is, yeah, I think it's 250. Something like that. Do you already have a TT-02? Or were you just looking to get into RC completely? But you sound like you know what you're getting, so I assume you're already a Tamiya fan. Other touring cars? Do you have other? Yeah. What else have I had? I have built the Yokomo SD9, but that was a while ago. That's an older car. The 3 Racing XI Sport, the M4 Pro. I have a S64 in storage, and then I've built I don't know how many TT-02s, and I think that's it. That's all the touring cars. Oh, what wasn't really a build, but the HPI Sport, I think it's called. HPI Sport, and also the Kyosho Phaser. And I also have a Kyosho FW06. So, yeah, I started off-road and I kind of enjoy on-road more now. I think it's because I couldn't really do the jumps very well. I think that's the biggest reason. I just decided to stay on the ground. But that's why I like rally. Rally is a little bit of both. Right? You get to play in the dirt, but at the same time you get to you don't have to jump. X1 Sport. Yeah, 3 racing. It is a great starter car for racing. Do you plan on race with it? Because that is a good platform. I think all 3 racing cars. Oh, I have built some drift cars as well. D4, D5. So I don't know if you count those as touring cars. Yeah. So you just bought it, so you haven't built it yet, huh? Is it for a local race? Is it going to be 17.5, or what are you going to do with it? I don't think I built that kit on stream. That was very early on in my channel. I did an unboxing for it, but I don't think I built it on camera. So that's a shame. The S64 is not the newest kit anymore. There's a Sarah, I think it's called Sarah. Cerebus or Sarah from 3 Racing. That's the newest kit. And then from what I understand, there's a sport version coming out. The Cerebus right now is like $300 something. And then they're coming out with a sport version for less. Sergio Leica, have you heard of 3 Racing? I heard about it from down here going to an indoor track before they closed. And I kind of just became like kind of in love with them. And I've built so many of them now. Let's see, it's from my dad, going to be a 15. Oh yeah, nice. Cool, Dad. I wish my son would in the future buy me a RC car. That'd be cool. That would be awesome. Ah, cool. Yes, you have. They're good cars. It's like buying an expensive car for less. You know, same technology. It's just I think the tolerances and everything's not as good. But you still get to learn how to build, you know, like a belt-driven touring car. So that's this side. Like that. Okay. So this is that. MB19 was one of these, I think. iRace 17 King Club Summer Series Touring Car Talent Cup. Nice. I think everybody in chat watching right now is here in Southern Cal. Well, no, here in the United States, not Southern California. I think yesterday we had somebody joining us from UK. Because it's like 8, 9 o'clock over there now, right? In the evening. Everybody finish having dinner? There's a big fan base of Tamiya in Great Britain and the UK. you can just tell by how many channels there are. How many YouTube channels there are by British YouTubers. 7:20, yeah. I think 9 a.m. is 6 p.m. over there, right? Yeah, so it's 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Yeah. So that's kind of like the time I started. I'm one of those channels. Oh, awesome. I'll check out, is your channel named Ladal Sport? I'll check it out after the stream. I'll leave a comment on your video. Let's see. All right, we're done with that. And now we're just going to put the arms on and we're done. Are these reversible? No. So this one is this one right here. So I think that is this one. Oh, it's this one. Wow. Yeah, okay. So, what Tamiya kits have you built? I have no idea how this comes together. It's supposed to... Is it supposed to fit in there? Yep. Okay, there we go. Comes together like that. Then MA2 again. What do you do on your channel? Like I don't have a chance to look at it right now. Is it focused on touring cars, Tamiya touring cars? You have the buggies as well, the off-road trucks, off-road cars. I'm always curious what other channels are doing. 3 point. It should be this one. And it should be this one this time. Oh. And it's going to be out here. Okay, so that was the left one. So that was this one right here. Looks like that. When you're done. All right, let's do this side quickly. Not just Tamiya, new channel, so I built the TT-02R and X-ray. X-ray T4, wow. I wish I can build one of those. I haven't invested in something so expensive yet. That's cool. That's really cool. Top quality cars. ARC R10. I don't know what an ARC R10 is. And a 3 racing currently. I'm only outdoor touring. Okay. Cool. That is cool. I will definitely check your channel out. Okay, MA2. I enjoy seeing what everybody else is doing. You know, I found a channel in Indonesia just the other day, and he's got a off-road rally track in his backyard. I was watching some of his races. I'm like, this is super cool, man. I wish they would do this here. I think there's a church in Southern California that has a dirt rally track, but it's not too far. I think it's in Riverside, but I haven't been over there yet. Okay, this is going to be the last screw. Great video, just great. All right, thanks, Ladal. I'll come by your channel right after this. Thanks for stopping by. See you later. Okay, so kind of as I predicted. Actually, I predicted we would go here, but I'm only going to be able to get there. I think because I had some trouble with the arms earlier on. But you know, I think we did a lot in an hour and 2 hours and a half stream. So we're gonna stop right here. We're at step 19, attaching the knuckle arms. So it's gonna look like this. And the next stream, next Saturday. If I don't do it next Saturday, I do it before or later than next Saturday, I will leave a comment in the community page and I will announce the stream. But obviously in the next stream, we're going to do the front axles, the rear damper stays, and we're going to get all these done. So that's going to be in the next stream. And then maybe on Sunday next week, we'll work on the dampers. So Leica, if you want to follow along, grab the either grab the Yeah Racing kit, damper kit, and you can kind of follow along how to build them. Pretty straightforward. I'm gonna build the Tamiya ones. The Yeah Racing ones already built, so I'm gonna build these that were in the kit. Okay. Thanks a lot, guys. Thank you, everybody that stopped by that I didn't say hi to. Sergio, Ladal, Leica, thanks for leaving comments. Thanks for having a chat with me. I hope if you're watching this after the fact, that you could leave a like and subscribe and just check out all the other videos I have and help me support the channel. If you need to buy a tool, something you've seen on the stream, check out my Amazon storefront. It should have everything that I use on stream there for you to purchase. And it's an affiliate link, so anytime you buy something using one of those links, it does help support the channel with a little bit of the proceeds. It doesn't cost you any more. It's the same price. It's just Amazon pays me a little bit off the top. So again, thanks for watching this stream building the TT-02 Type-SRX, and I'll see you guys next weekend. All right, have a great day.